That guy making those mistakes is not him, because he's a mistake himself, so he doesn't care about it.
They did not believe it's a Marathi show. Again, I don't know what people are thinking about Marathi shows because they really want to say कि यार Marathi show जैसा लग नहीं रहा. तो मतलब क्या ये समझना थोड़ा मुश्किल हो जाता है.
The boys are back. Shantit Kranti season 2. Life is
Enjoy.
Enjoy. Okay, great. Thank you so much for joining me on my show. बहुत मजा आने वाला है इस इंटरव्यू में because ये शो मराठी में है और ना मेरी मराठी अच्छी है ना मेरी हिंदी अच्छी है.
तुझं मराठी खूप चांगलं आहे.
मी प्रयत्न करणार.
Proper.
आपके शो को देख के ही मुझे मराठी आती है. So thank you so much. I'm going to start with the two of you. Okay, the chief mischief makers, the revolutionary starters. You know, so bhadipa and we've been those fans जिन्होंने bhadipa को एक YouTube चैनल के तौर पे एक दिन पे सब्सक्राइब किया था, मुझे याद है बहुत साल पहले. And then we laughed a lot with you guys. And then when you said you're making this web show, I remember being so excited. और तब हमने ये शो देखा था, तब हमने बात की थी.
Right.
And here we are with season 2. So congratulations first of all for the season.
Thank you.
I want to ask you कि what does a collaborator add to this process? Like the last season, it was not TVF and you guys together, was it?
It was.
Okay.
But the difference was that we had developed the show, and not the show, the pilot, and taken it to them.
Yeah.
Now they're like, this time it was like a lot of jamming before the season itself. So before writing, we jammed a lot on this season. Last time it was more of a pitching process and then they adding up their fair bit. But this time it was we all sort of coming together. And one key important thing that has led to this season came from TVF is that when we are talking about the characters and where should we take them and things like that, because eventually long format is all about developing the characters than the story.
Yes.
Like where they go. And at that point, Cherry, who's one of the producers on this one, he said that what he loved the most about season 1 was it was a spiritual comedy and no one has tried it. So let's try to maintain that for sure. And then you can take your characters wherever you want. And that's how it led to this time it being a pilgrimage instead of a meditation center.
मुझे बताओ क्या पहले ही शांतित क्रांति was meant to be more than one season, Paula?
Originally, I think the idea was always at the back of our minds that it would be great to see what happens after, but we didn't know if that was ever going to be a reality. So I think we were really happy after the first season that, you know, TVF and Sony came back and said, you know, we have to do 2 more seasons. And that was when we kind of finally let ourselves dream ahead of, you know, where can we take these guys?
Hello boys.
Hey.
अभी आपसे बात करते हैं. पिछली बार जब हमने बात की थी, I'm sorry we never spoke at that time क्योंकि I think you were busy that day. लेकिन I missed you and I'm so happy कि आप मेरे शो पर हैं आज. I asked you all कि are you all friends and you all said कि हाँ हमने साथ में काम किया है. लेकिन coming into a new season, you know, knowing that there's so much love for the three of you, you know, were there expectations or of your own characters कि अभी इस season में आके क्या तुमने कभी कहा कि नहीं यार श्रेया तो ऐसा ही करेगा?
No, I think that was the best thing personally for me in this season that I felt जो लिखा है जैसा जहाँ पे लेके जाना है वैसे करते हैं. This was one of the first time that I was not trying to put what I want to do to the character, because the first season, because I was also involved in the process of writing or developing the show, that time sometimes I was getting too serious or too possessive about the character, and the actor was getting heavy on the character.
Correct.
But this time there was much more distance from it, and I was scared how it will work, but I think I was much comfortable performing this time. So I think this time it worked much better. Actually,
I'm very curious. Are you like this in real life? Like क्या आप ऐसे ही निर्वाणा लेके घूमते हैं अपने साथ? Please let me know.
बहुत ही डिफिकल्ट सवाल है ये. Actually, it is great to have directors who know you well, and like they know your journey and what you're looking for, because I feel every journey is a spiritual journey. मतलब any film you do, any work you do, so it is
Amazing.
बाबा ही है.
बाबा ही है.
नहीं बाबा
बाबा ही है ये.
तो नहीं ऐसा बिल्कुल नहीं है. तो ये सारंग knows this.
Hello. I loved what happens to the world of men when they get into practical life, you know. तो ये मुझे बहुत एक sensitive angle लगा, क्योंकि क्या होता है कि dudes बन के फिरते हैं और फिर उनकी शादी हो जाती है और फिर उनके बाद I think एक उनके अंदर ही एक conflict होता है, which I thought was beautifully explored by you. Where did you find that? मतलब तुम्हारे लिए कहाँ से आया? आसपास देखा तुमने?
मेरे काफी सारे दोस्त थे तो उन्हीं से मैं इंस्पिरेशन लेता रहता हूँ.
किती चेंज झाले लग्न झालं आणि चेंज झाले.
जिनकी शादियां हो चुकी है, जो मतलब अभी सह रहे हैं, उनसे ही ये इंस्पिरेशन आती है, क्योंकि मैंने तो कभी ये मतलब एक्सपीरियंस किया नहीं है. और दूसरी बात ये थी कि मतलब ये पहली बार मैंने काम किया था फर्स्ट सीजन में सारंग के साथ. तो उसे पता चला कि भाई ये तो शांत दिखाई देता है ऊपर से, लेकिन ये है तो नहीं. तो सेकंड सीजन में फिर उसने मुझे काफी सारा मतलब मेरे लिए बहुत सारी पॉसिबिलिटीज रखी कि जहाँ पे मैं मेरी एनर्जी थोड़ी वेंट आउट कर सकूं. तो फिर उस किरदार को हम लोगों ने अलग अलग मोड भी दिए है अभी.
So actually, I'll try to put it in a better words. The thing is that he has chosen to be that person in life. ये single है and he's flamboyant and he wants to live like a वो वाला life.
कैरेक्टर की
ललित.
Okay.
So
आपको ये होगा लेकिन
in fact,
किसके बारे में बोल रहे हैं आपको पता नहीं चलेगा, लेकिन
yes.
ठीक है.
In fact, that guy making those mistakes is not him. Because he's a mistake himself, so he doesn't care about it. It's मतलब उसको कोई, he's not committed to anyone, so it's fine. He can do whatever. But a committed person making that mistake was something that he had to learn. For that, he had to learn commitment in first place. So if to put your question in the right way, where did he find the inspiration for the main commitment is a better question, I feel.
Nice.
Because that's
Whoa,
new for him.
Heavy.
Because that's new for him, not the flamboyance.
No, I think it's a very well explored sort of premise, you know, because kahin na kahin, I'll be honest with you, as a raging 2023 feminist, I'm like, why do we need another show with 3 men in it?
Yeah.
Okay. But then, you know what? This is a really, you know, actual conflict or a crisis that probably is not spoken about, you know, so.
Yeah, so fortunately, Paula will answer it better, but fortunately in our company, amongst the founders only, there are 2 women and 1 man. And so we do pay like really minute attention towards that. Is this just like another boys show, or is it talking about things that we should talk about? Though it's a comedy show, still we think about those things. And so
Yeah, I think so. I think for both of us and as a company in general, when we say feminism, what we really mean is just treating everyone as humans.
Equal. Yeah.
And I think that there are places to talk about women empowerment and pushing women forward. And there's also times to look at men and say, how do we be more sensitive to the male experience? And for us, I mean, I've always looked at this show as like a feminist boys show. Like it's a feminist show about men.
Correct.
So we just try to understand the more sensitive sides of the male character, and the fact that it is not addressed in boys shows is in fact not like, it's a big problem in my opinion. You know, men need to have good role models, and it's hard to find good role models for men nowadays.
Yeah.
So this is in a way our attempt to kind of show different sides, more rounded characters in men.
Yes, thank you for doing that. Let's go back to the success of season 1, because I always came in saying that I'm lucky that, you know, I was born in Mumbai, and, you know, I have an affinity towards Marathi, and I love listening to Marathi. So that's my thing. Like, I may not be able to speak it, I may not be confident, but I can understand, and also I love the language. So it's easy for me to get in. लेकिन आपके लिए, did this show go beyond a Marathi audience? आपको लगा था कि ये हुआ था season 1 के साथ?
I think जब season 1 release हुआ था, that time I was rehearsing for a play in Pondicherry. And so in our theatre, my team had organized a screening, and we saw the show in Tamil.
Oh really?
So I saw the show in Tamil before I watched all the episodes in Marathi, and there were so many friends of mine who had seen it in Kannada and some other languages, and slowly we got to know that. I mean, I know a lot of people who have not seen pictures, but they have seen Shantit Kranti, and they're Hindi-speaking audience. So in last 2-3 years, it has really become kind of a rage. I think so. I hope it's not an overstatement, but very well received. And the main thing is, people genuinely connected to it. They found themselves in the show, and they were very keen with the story and how it's going. They did not believe it's a Marathi show. Again, I don't know what people are thinking about Marathi shows because they really want to say कि यार Marathi show जैसा लग नहीं रहा. तो मतलब क्या ये समझना थोड़ा मुश्किल हो जाता है.
बट ये कॉन्टेक्स्ट आप दे सकते हैं हमें. इस वक्त मराठी कंटेंट का क्या मतलब होता है? आई एम सॉरी एज एन आउटसाइडर आई हैव टू आस्क यू दिस बिकॉज इवन दो वी लिव इन मुंबई वी आर नॉट रियली कंज्यूमिंग द कंटेंट वेदर इट्स मूवीज और वेदर इट्स अदर वेब सीरीज. तो व्हाट इज देयर टू कंपेयर? कैन यू एनलाइटन अस की काय आहे आता मराठी कंटेंट मध्ये?
मराठी कंटेंट में वैसे तो बहुत सारी चीजें हैं, लेकिन अभी क्या है कि ओवर पावरिंग भी होता है ना अपने यहाँ पे, क्योंकि यहीं पे बॉलीवुड भी है. अभी साउथ का भी बहुत सारा फिल्में या फिर वेब सीरीज ये सारी चीजें भी आ रही है यहाँ पे. और मराठी कंटेंट अगर हम लोग देखें तो उसमें भी अब जैसे हम लोग शहर बदलते जाते हैं, कंटेंट बदलता जाता है, क्योंकि शहर गांव ऐसे सारी चीजें बदलती जाती है. जो कि अगर हम लोग देखें इंडिया का कंटेंट या फिर किसी अलग रीजन का कंटेंट, साउथ का कंटेंट, तो वो पूरे रीजन के लिए एक ही होता है. यहाँ पे वैसे नहीं. अर्बन फिल्म, रूरल फिल्म, ये इसमें बहुत सारा फर्क होता है. लोग भी कनेक्ट कम कर पाते हैं इस वजह से कि मतलब शहर अर्बन फिल्म हो तो गांव वाले लोग ज्यादा कम कनेक्ट कर पाते हैं. तो कंटेंट में अगर हम लोग देखें तो बहुत सारा कंटेंट तो आ रहा है, अलग अलग कंटेंट आ रहा है, अलग अलग सब्जेक्ट्स के ऊपर फिल्में बन रही है, वेब सीरीज बन रही है, वो सारी चीजें हैं. लेकिन मुझे लगता है कि जितना पहुंचना चाहिए उतना वो पहुंच नहीं रहा है. जितना उसे एक्सपोजर मिलना चाहिए उतना वो मिल नहीं रहा है.
Again, say as he exactly said कि especially what happens is कोई भी territory, like कोई भी region, like say when you talk about Tamil films, Chennai plays a huge role in it. The main region, like the Chennai region, will have a huge impact. But Mumbai region is being shared by Bhojpuri, Hindi, English, Gujarati, everything. The main region for Maharashtra is Mumbai region, where the money comes from. And that's being shared by a lot of industries because Bollywood is here, like the main industry is here. So because of that, there is a problem in terms of how much business we do. But in terms of, as he said, experiments in content, बहुत ज़्यादा होता है for films, not for digital.
Some of the best films in this country have been Marathi films.
Yes. So in terms of films, there's a lot of exploration. But when it comes to digital, it's still not premium. So this is like that is the dream behind making something like Shantit Kranti, to make premium content in Marathi, because अभी भी YouTube series या छोटी सी series वही चल रहा है. Like even the OTTs that exist in Marathi, they make like a mid-budget series. Correct. There has been hardly like I think 5 shows which are premium series. Yes. And 2 seasons of Shantit Kranti in it. So there are 3 more probably. He has been part of one of the shows earlier. So that's it. But there are not many premium series happening in Marathi.
सोनी लिव की काफी अच्छी इनिशिएटिव मतलब इनका है कि ये मराठी वेब सीरीज भी लेके आए, रीजनल भी लेके आए, क्योंकि बहुत कम प्लेटफॉर्म ही है. अगर लोग बनाना भी चाहे तो मतलब प्लेटफॉर्म्स ही नहीं है अवेलेबल.
Yeah, even Tamil Telugu series you don't see it often. Like it's such a huge market still. So we really want to push regional content because Korean we are watching. None of us know Korean. We are watching Spanish series. None of us knows Spanish, and still we are watching it. And their population is lesser than Maharashtra population or Tamil Nadu population. So why not?
और ऐसा भी नहीं कि लोग नहीं देख रहे, मतलब हम लोगों ने ये प्रूफ कर भी दिया है कि मतलब लोग देख भी रहे हैं. अगर अच्छा कंटेंट बन रहा है तो सोनी लिव में अभी तक 2 ही मुझे लगता है वेब सीरीज, मराठी वेब सीरीज है, एक पेट पुराण और ये शांतित क्रांति. तो दोनों भी अच्छी चली है, दोनों को अच्छा रिस्पॉन्स मिला है. तो और भी अगर प्लेटफॉर्म्स अगर रीजनल के लिए ऑन हो जाए, मतलब ओपन हो जाए, तो मुझे लगता है कि और अच्छे कंटेंट भी बन सकते हैं.
And I think season 1 like it went beyond people's expectation. Like a lot of people were like, पर मराठी में इतना कैसे कर दिया? कि because कि उनको no seriously people are like इतना स्टाइलिश कैसे शो तुम्हारा? अरे ये तो कितने अच्छे दिख रहे हैं, ये स्टाइलिंग इतना अच्छा क्यों है? Like it was difficult for them to digest that, like, the kind of resources we had, the kind of time we had in what we pulled off. So it's like, again, season 2 also we have pulled it off. Like, I mean, you see the show and the scale and whatever we have pulled it off in the resources. I hope just people start believing in the work which we all have been doing for quite some time and be more generous towards it. And
yeah, I mean,
मुझे लगा इसकी हेल्प हमें होगी फिल्मों के लिए.
मैं वही बोलने वाली थी कि is there the dream now to, okay, so there is a pressure right now in Bollywood, right, कि हमको बड़ी फिल्में बनानी है, 500 करोड़ के नीचे बात नहीं करेंगे हम लोगों से. But has it motivated you right now to say let's make a film only for the theatrical, or no, like ये मुझे जानना है.
No, we definitely, like, as even as creators, Bhadipa, we would love to get into bigger films and bigger theatrical releases. I personally feel that there's no point in denying that even digital films are big now. Like, it depends on how you approach it and what is the need. Like, is the canvas such that you can watch it on a big screen? Yeah, like if it's like, you know, you must have watched a lot of Marathi independent small films, and they're beautiful and they can be consumed anywhere. They need not have the big screen. So depending on where you place your story, and that's the advantage of Marathi, कि यहाँ पे सब मतलब one of the biggest films in like last few years, like Sairat or Fandry, both by Nagaraj, and both are like completely different scale.
Yes.
And still they both have done well. So there is a range that you can explore, which is a great thing.
Yes, I'm really looking forward to season 3 already. Because I mean, yeah, of course, you watch the show. You've not yet watched the show. If you watch the show, you will realize कि जो confidence season 1 के end में नहीं था, वो भर के season 2 के end में है दोस्तों. Because we are going into a next season after this one. Because I need to know what happens to you.
और कितनी मतलब
मुझे जानना है क्या होता क्या है तुम्हारे साथ. No, but it's fun. Thank you. I'm so happy that, you know, we've sat and we've talked about this. Now let's talk about the three of you. Okay, are you guys ready? Because what is an interview without a fun segment? वरना तो मैं हुई नहीं ना फिर. So here goes, boys. We're gonna ask you some questions about the three of you. और आपको बताना है कि तीनों में से worst musical taste किनका है?
सबका बहुत अच्छा, आई थिंक.
अलग-अलग जोन है, लेकिन
तुझी चांगली आहे?
खूप मस्त.
कल एसपी बालसुब्रमण्यम के
एसपी ऐकून
मुझे इन दोनों को जो गाने पसंद आते वो मुझे पसंद नहीं आते जनरली.
जैसे कि
तो कल जो बज रहे थे गाने, स्पेशली कल शाम को
मैंने प्यार किया.
नाही, मैंने प्यार किया पसंद नाही. त्याच्यानंतर काय लावलं होतं?
नहीं, रेंज काफी बड़ी है.
हाँ, बहुत रेंज है.
नहीं. See, I'll just add one small thing कि when it comes to music in life, it's fine, but on dance floor you shouldn't be like choosing his music.
Okay.
The problem.
Why? What does he play? चोली के पीछे.
That's that. वो भी बहुत महंगा हो गया.
वो भी बहुत महंगा हो गया. Oh my god.
बादशाह ओ बादशाह. Like dancing on बादशाह ओ बादशाह.
We will do this. We will do this. Don't worry. But worst musical taste किसका है?
मेरा तो फॉर श्योर नहीं है. बाकी लोगों को उनको उनसे
मेरा बेस्ट है, ये मुझे पता है.
Worst what?
वर्स्ट म्यूजिक टेस्ट तीनों में से
मेरा तो फॉर श्योर नहीं है. तो मतलब
इसको डाउट है मेरा बेस्ट है, तो यही बचा.
Paula's is
ललित का सबसे
वर्स्ट है.
अच्छा, जो मुझे बताओ ग्रुप से आजोबा कोण आहे?
आजोबा. ग्रुप से आजोबा ते बसलेत मध्ये एक.
If anything goes wrong, you will say कि असं नाही करायचं. But let's not. I'm telling you, it's not Lalit. जो दिखता है वो होता नहीं है.
नहीं, वही होता है. कभी कभी ऐसा ही होता है. जो दिखता है वही होता है.
अच्छा.
नहीं, competition है काफी.
कौन?
So there's categories. एक like as he said, like of course like there is a high demand for one person.
But Abhay is very good at charming the ladies. I have to say, he's a charmer.
Charmer है. And ये silent killer.
Silent killer. Nice. बिना
ये
कुछ बोले.
वॉक्स के लिए जाएगा.
Slow poison.
स्लो वॉक्स के लिए जाएगा दूर तक.
He'll get you
सेट
through,
छोड़ के दूर तक वॉक्स.
Fantastic. The funniest, honestly the funniest.
अपना अपना ह्यूमर है भाई.
हाँ यार मतलब
अपना अपना म्यूजिक है, अपना अपना ह्यूमर है.
ह्यूमर है भाई, अपना.
नहीं, we
No, but
respect
I'm
each other.
liking this. I'm liking this.
No,
Make this happen.
we respect each other's humor and we appreciate also, but
But actually funny.
No, no, you have to choose now. Say it.
Please commit
then
to
I
something.
think I'll choose myself.
I think I'll choose myself.
myself.
Myself, great.
Self-obsessed women. Nothing
Beautiful,
else.
beautiful. Comments
पौला
है मेरा.
को हमने पूरा ये ये भी यही बोलता है मेरे ख्याल से, सारंग भी यही बोलता है.
हाँ.
Best humor? Yeah, myself.
myself.
Who is the worst at directions?
Directions, definitely, no doubt about it. I'm totally going for this.
He can get lost in the vanity also.
No doubt about it.
But he finds his way eventually.
Yeah, eventually he somehow appears.
Thanks, Paul.
Who is the hardest to reach?
Hardest to reach.
Maybe Lalit, because he doesn't use WhatsApp.
He doesn't use WhatsApp. He is
तुम्हारी
also
त्वचा का राज यही है.
no. He's also very he's hard to reach.
कहा?
गायब होता तो.
You don't see your phone.
या मतलब नहीं, ये सोशल मीडिया और ये मतलब मैं ज्यादा अभी तक मैं स्ट्रगल ही कर रहा हूँ उसके साथ.
Okay, okay. And who is the likeliest to be the richest amongst the three of you 10 years from now?
I know who definitely won't get rich.
मतलब
एक कॉफी वगैरह.
This man is.
आप तीनों में से अच्छा मिलियनेयर कौन बन सकता है? किसकी पोटेंशियल है मिलियनेयर बनने की?
तीनों में से मेरे ख्याल से दोनों का है पोटेंशियल.
नहीं. Abhay.
ओह,
They both don't like money. I feel like they like
these two.
they appreciate money, पर थोड़ा भाग जाएंगे शायद पैसा आएगा तो.
Oh.
They will take like 500,000 हो गया ना तो उसी पॉइंट पे भाग जाएंगे.
कि बहुत हो गया.
हाँ बहुत हो गया.
बहुत कमाए हैं.
हाँ, but just 500,000 होने के लिए वेट तो कर रहे हैं पर.
I like how he's not flinching. He's like बहुत कम है.
No, he's ambitious.
Good.
ये दोनों थोड़े like why I said he won't ever earn that much
He already
money
has.
is because नहीं.
He already has it.
No, because if like he will forget that money somewhere.
अच्छा.
Or
नहीं मनी कभी नहीं मिलती.
It happens in the show.
yeah, it
It
happens.
happens in the show. It happens in the show. The show drops on the 13th of October. Shantit Kranti season 2. Life is
Enjoy.
See you next time. Bye.